Dean Wolf, Department Chair Dr. Blatz, Prosthodontic faculty and staff members, residents, and graduates of class of 2021. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the second graduation of Penn Dental Medicine's Advanced Education Program in Prosthodontics. Dear guests, every one of you has made an impact on the graduates who sit here today. Thank you all for your support throughout the years and for being here today. Nopur, David, Lucy, our graduates, today marks a major transitional moment in your life. As your program director, I have had the privilege to see your personal and professional growth the last 3 years. When you entered our specialty program, you were already, all three of you, top of your respective dental school classes, and you came motivated and determined to reach your dreams of becoming prosthodontists. Well, little did you know that in order to achieve your dream, it would mean that you would have countless sleepless nights, endless hours of lab work, hundreds of scientific articles reviews, dozens of presentations and mock board exams, and my never-ending requests for more evidence support and updated treatment sequence for every procedure and every appointment in the clinic. Your class is unique for 2 reasons. First, you were only the second class that was enrolled in the newly established Penn Pros program, and you had to develop mechanisms to mitigate challenges and reach your goals despite them. Secondly, you persevered through unexpected adversities that were imposed to all of us by the global pandemic that led to your clinical experience as second-year residents to cut short. And while it's easy to talk about all of those difficulties, I want to focus on all of the expected and unexpected milestones that you reached the last 3 years. You have helped so many patients eat and smile confidently again with high-quality, specialty-level care that you provided. And if that wasn't rewarding enough itself, you are the first Penn Pros residents to win national poster competitions. You are the first Penn Pros residents to pass Section A of the American Board of Prosthodontics and defend your master thesis, all before graduation. You did your part to set the bar very high for the next classes to follow. Those experiences you acquired and the obstacles you overcame have shaped you to the person you are today. You have all achieved your dream. You are now all prosthodontists. I am very proud of you. As you begin the new chapter in your life, remember that during your journey here, you have made new friends, and you will always be part of the Penn Pros family. Wherever you are, we're here to help you, mentor you, and celebrate your future accomplishments. At the same time, I hope that you will stay active in forming a strong Penn Pros alumni community that will support the future generation of Penn prosthodontists any way that you can. Today is just the beginning of a very rewarding career and a very fulfilling life. Congratulations to the Penn Prosthodontics class of 2021. I would like now to invite our Dean, Wolf, to give his opening remarks.
What interesting times we live in. Just days ago, we would be wearing masks and covered and unable to to see each other smile. The smile is a pretty important thing. You probably spend a lot of time working on creating natural-looking smiles, all too often driven to be too white by the patient's desire to have that toilet bowl white color as their permanent dentition, but we won't go into that detail. We greet each other with smiles. We react to each other with smiles. We see when people are sad, when people are happy based upon the smile. And it's really tough in a world that smile gets covered up to read people. We have to concentrate on the eyes, and we as dentists don't concentrate well on eyes. Or old people like me, we wind up squinty-eyed no matter what we're looking at. So the smile is much easier for us to do this. And the smile actually turns out to be an important introduction. It's how people get jobs. It's determined to be one of the most formative items in the decision about whether you get the job or don't get the job. It's your ability to smile. We get to change lives, repair faces that have been ravaged by cancer, deal with deformities that people were born with, and improve and make them have a totally different image going forward. Periodically, we're asked by the 80-year-old that's having the facelift to give them the smile of a 30-year-old. They look like an 80-year-old that's had a facelift with a smile of a 30-year-old, but we have the capability of doing that because we're talented at what we do. And it's incredibly rewarding, and you will have a rewarding career and have the ability to change the lives of people going forward, and that's pretty remarkable. You came here on a prayer of a program that was going to deliver for you something that was essentially just lifting off the ground, and you helped build an airplane while it was in flight. And then 18 months of the 3 years was spent in a pandemic where we were trying to put patches on that airplane as it flew. And that was quite the pandemic. You know, there's some really good news to come out of the pandemic, something that you really haven't thought of. We've been told that the pandemic was a once-in-a-century event. Well, you've taken your hit. You're done. You don't need to worry about it until 2121 and can rewind that. Most of us probably are not going to be here to experience that. But it has taught you resilience and the ability to do things differently. It taught you how to work inside a shower or shower curtains, as it turns out, and be able to be safe. You delivered incredible amounts of care. You tolerated the dean walking in the room and going, "Separate, please," and did all of that. Your faculty showed the resilience and the ability to teach remotely, to teach in direct contact. You cared for your patients. The skills actually that you developed during this very, very difficult, very tense time will be skills that will serve you for a lifetime. Because, like I said, it will be unlikely that you'll encounter another pandemic like this in your lifetime. At least we hope so. You've done great. We're proud to see you as graduates of our program. For me, it's important that you not just be prosthodontists in the future. Going out and doing prosthodontics on a population of people who need the care is important. But what's more important is to become educators, to work in residencies with general practice residents, to teach in dental schools, to author articles, to care for the underserved, to deal with people that are not necessarily inside that general picture of what a prosthodontist may or may not be treating on their daily basis. It's to find other avenues that extend what you do. I can tell you the work that you do that will be most rewarding is when you help others that cannot find assistance anywhere else. The thank yous last a lifetime, and they fill a place that's much bigger than the wallet. Even though I know we have debt, we have the need to practice and be successful. But the most rewarding things you will do in your life are when you help people that just cannot find the help elsewhere. And I ask you to go out and do that. Your families have undergone a lot and sacrificed. Make sure to remember to thank them. They went through school in this program with you, and the thousands of papers and the hundreds of hours in the lab at night. What other things did they do at night, Eva? You were telling, never mind. Make sure you thank your families. It's well earned. They deserve some of those kudos, not all. I wish you success. I wish you peace and happiness. Take joy in family and enjoy the degrees that you earned here at Penn Dental Medicine. Come back and visit. Spend time with us. Tell us how you're doing. Tell us where we can help and what we can do to improve and be better. But most important, enjoy your careers. I wish you all the very, very best going forward. I want to thank the faculty, the staff, because it takes a village. Everybody who worked on this, thank you for making them the prosthodontists they are today. An incredible accomplishment, especially under these really difficult times. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you. It was always a disgusting habit on
Okay, thank you very much. And I think now it's the moment that we've all been waiting for. We're going to present the certificates to the graduates. So we're going to start alphabetically with Dr. David Kim. Dr. Kim graduated and received his DDS degree from Case Western University. During his graduate program in prosthodontics at Penn, he met all of his clinical and academic requirements to qualify for graduation. And in addition to that, he received first place award at the annual meeting of the American Academy of Maxillofacial Prosthodontics. Dr. Kim will remain in Philadelphia after graduation, working in a private practice, and we're looking forward to staying in contact with him. Dr. Kim has been the most efficient resident, as he was the first one to complete all of his clinical requirements in the clinic, by far, all while several changes were taking place in his life at the same time throughout the 3 years of the program, with the most significant and happiest that I know of, his wedding to his lovely wife. So let's welcome Dr. Kim.
Old style. Good evening, everyone. I guess 3 years fly so quickly. It has been a roller coaster ride for me, with both sadness and happiness. My life has changed a lot, but most importantly, I have gained a lot from our program, even though I was in the ride. The education and experience from Penn Pros have provided me with great foundation for me to grow and expand. I am really honored to be a part of the Penn community. Thank you so much for all faculties who were always encouraging and supporting me and our class. We could not be here without your help and considerations. If time allows, I want to mention a few names for the appreciation. First, Dr. Anadioti, thank you so much for your endless care for our program and a support for all of us. Without you, I guess our program will not be here and I won't be here. Thank you for accepting me and directing me till the end. And second, Dr. Chang, you were a father figure to our class and myself. Thank you so much for your dedication and love to our education and life. Third, our support crews, Crystal, Jasmine, Nyla. You guys always help me out till the end and listen to my nonsense and complaints. Thank you so much for your support. Fourthly, all of our co-residents, thank you for sharing knowledge, love, and support. Among them, I really thank Dr. Nupur Patel. You were more than my friend and co-resident. I will never forget 3 years with you. It was an honor to be your friend. I know that we will keep in touch. Once my chief, forever you will be my chief. Thank you so much for holding me till the end. Lastly, I thank my wife, who's not here right now, and my family for unlimited support. I hope my father is looking at me from the heaven and happy to see me graduate the last graduation. It is really honor. It is really hard to put everything to this one piece of paper. But thank you so much for all the support and memories. It has been a great journey for me, and thank you.
David, that was much more emotional than I was prepared for. Okay. So we're going to move on to Dr. Nupur Patel. Dr. Patel received her DDS degree from Temple University. She was the chief resident for the year 2020 to 2021. She met all of the requirements, clinical and academic, for graduation of our program. And in addition to those, she won first place award, poster award at the American Academy of Maxillofacial Prosthetics. She passed Section A and Section B, Part 3 of the American Board of Prosthodontic Examination. She successfully defended and passed her thesis for the Master's in Oral Science in Oral Biology degree. After graduation, Dr. Nupur is going to continue her education by attending the Maxillofacial Prosthodontics Fellowship at MD Anderson in Texas. Dr. Patel is our leader resident. Even before she accepted the role of the chief, and certainly after, her organizational skills, work ethics, and initiatives made her an indispensable part of our program. And as though PROS is not exhausting enough, and the additional responsibilities are not time-consuming enough, she made it look seamless, all while taking care of her adorable newborn baby. Dr. Nupur Patel.
Well, good evening, and thank you everyone for being here today and for being a part of all of the 3 years of our education here at Penn Dental. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dean Wolf and Dr. Blatz for the opportunities that you've given us as a program over the past 3 years. It would be incomplete, as you said, Dr. Wolf, to not recognize the contribution that each of our families have made to in making this day possible. Certainly my parents, both my sets of parents, my brother, my brother-in-law, definitely not the least my husband, my daughter, who have been so supportive and resilient, allowing me to do this and still thriving in our family. Besides that, I want to thank all of the faculty. Dr. Chang, Dr. Kent, thank you for mentoring me, supporting me personally, and inspiring me to pursue maxillofacial as well as become a better human being. Thank you, Dr. Udis, for reminding me every day that this is not the end. This is just the beginning. Thank you, Dr. Nieves, Dr. Wei. You've spent a short amount of time with us, but you've still taught us a lot. I also want to recognize Dr. Chin, Dr. Stonehurst, Dr. Wiesel, who are not here today, but who have all played a part in shaping us to be who we are today. I want to thank all our co-residents. I have learned something from each of you, and I've made a lifelong friend in David and also all of the rest. I want to encourage you to support each other and help each other when you can. Welcome the class of 2024 who will be here next week. And lastly, but definitely not the least, thank you, Dr. Anadioti, for accepting me into this program, for your vision of this program, for supporting us, for your commitment to our success. And that's something that I'm forever grateful for. I want to thank Jasmine, Nyla, Crystal, everyone, Ramon, everyone that has been a part of this journey, making everything go smoothly every day. And I just congratulate everyone, and I appreciate the opportunity to be your chief resident for the past year. It has taught me a lot. I will apologize if I have hurt anybody, but or if I have missed anybody. But thank you. This was definitely not a singular achievement or journey. Everybody has played their part, and I am really appreciative and grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, Dr. Lucy Yin. Dr. Yin graduated and received her DMD from McGill University in Canada. She met all of her requirements, clinical and academic, to graduate from the program. And in addition to that, she passed Section A of the American Board of Prosthodontics, and she successfully defended her thesis for her Master's in Science in Oral Biology degree. After graduating, she will return to Canada, and she will have a combined career in both academic and private practice. Dr. Yin has been our most positive resident. Lucy maintains her positivity and high spirits even when things don't go as planned. She was certainly affected probably the most during the lockdown, as she was forced to leave her apartment and return to Canada in the midst of the pandemic and while we were full on online schedule. Nevertheless, she always had something positive to say. So much so that in our CODA prep meetings, we said that if the site visitors ask you something and you're not sure what to say, think, what would Lucy say? Dr. Lucy Yin.
Okay. Um, as most of you may remember, I was very different when I just came to Penn Dental Medicine. As the youngest resident and also one of the few people in Canada who did dental school without doing an undergrad. So I needed to grow, gain skills and confidence, and also knowledge. I know that I still have a lifelong of learning, but I sincerely thank every one of you for shaping and molding me into a better me today. Thank you, Dean Wolf, for your encouragements and the opportunities that you provided. Thank you, Dr. Blatz, for inspiring me and guiding me throughout residency and also with my master's research. You opened my eyes to so many possibilities and motivated me to constantly surpass myself. Thank you, Dr. Anna Duty, for being an amazing female role model, for teaching me attention to detail, and for being like a sister. I still remember the times you brought me to various events and the times you taught me how to communicate effectively and to be confident. Thank you, Dr. Chan, for all the knowledge and skills that you've taught us. When I was writing the ABP written exam, there were so many questions that reminded me of the things that you said. So thank you. And thank you, Dr. Hudis, for being an amazing mentor and for teaching us invaluable skills. Through the process of working and completing complex cases with amazing faculties like all of you, also Dr. Wei, Dr. Kent, Dr. Nieves, Dr. Jean, Dr. Wezel, I realized how much skills I have developed and how much I have grown throughout the years. I want to thank all of my other faculties, co-residents, and staff. It was a precious privilege to spend the past 2 years with you. I truly appreciate and cherish the bonds that we developed, and I trust that it will last. Thank you very much.
Okay, and that concludes our main graduation event. Now we're going to move on to some recognitions and awards section. So the first recognition is the Chief Resident. The Chief Resident is a position offered to a senior resident who accepts additional responsibilities beyond those normally included in the senior resident's academic program. The position is one of distinction, professionalism, and leadership, serving as an example for other residents. To qualify for consideration for this position, the rising senior resident must have exhibited excellent clinical and academic performance within the first 2 years of the program, good organizational skills, and expressed interest in leadership development, be respected by and collaborated effectively with co-residents, staff, program, and school leadership. The position was established a year ago in June of 2020, which means that Dr. Nupur Patel is the first Penn Pros Chief Resident. She accepted the role with humility and sense of responsibility. In addition to being a role model, Dr. Patel was able to advocate for the residents, foster teamwork within the program, and adapt to problems that arose in a year that was hallmarked by the pandemic and the accreditation site visit. Her performance as chief has been exemplary and has set the highest standards for the next chiefs to follow. As a token of appreciation, the program faculty and staff is presenting a gift to Dr. Nupur Patel. You'll know later. Okay. Then we're going to present the Program Director Award. This award is given in recognition of excellence in teaching peers, students, faculty, staff members, and others, as demonstrated by any interactions within the 3 years of the program, as well as recognition of true invested interest in improving the program in any way possible. This year's award is presented to Dr. Nupur Patel. Okay. And now the residents will present the faculty award on behalf of the class of 2021.
So on behalf of the class of 2021, we want to present the faculty award to someone who has supported each of us individually, as well as all of the residents who has taken the time to advocate for us as residents and always supported us in being better, as well as, hear us and guide us. So on behalf of class of 2021, we would like to present this award to Dr. Chang in appreciation of everything that you've done for us. Thank you. All three of you.
Well, this concludes our graduation ceremony for the Penn Prosthodontics class of 2021. I invite you all to stay and enjoy some Prosecco with us, celebrate the graduates, and interact with each other. Thank you all for everything you're doing for the program and for the school every day. And I am honored to be working with all of you and to be your faculty.